Hey there, photographers. I'm MB, and I'm back with another video to help you master the online side of your creative business, where I combine my years as a business analyst and a photography business owner myself to help you grow the business side of your passion. So are you ready to give your SEO a boost and make sure that your work is the one that's getting the crucial click and search results? Because today we're going to be diving into one of my favorite topics, and that's meta descriptions. It's a small yet really powerful tool that can have a massive influence on not only your SEO, how you're ranking, but your overall conversion, how people are clicking into your site. And I know that SEO can sometimes seem like a really dry topic, but trust me, understanding meta descriptions is like knowing that secret ingredient to a recipe. It not only makes your content appealing for search engines, but it also makes it more click-worthy to your potential clients. So keep watching for a detailed walkthrough on best practices and practical tips for meta descriptions. Because friends, meta descriptions, they really matter so much to your SEO and to your conversion. And if you find this video helpful, be sure to give it a like, drop a comment, or click subscribe, because seriously, I'm just starting this channel out, and all of the likes, comments, and subscribing helps me grow a lot and create more content like this. All right, so before we go into more of a walkthrough and look at some actual practical examples of what a meta description is and how it really relates to conversion, let's talk about the details. So what is a meta description? A meta description is a short summary of a web page's content that's going to appear below the title right here in search engine results. So this is your SEO title. This is your page title. And then below here is where your meta description will show up when somebody is searching for a key phrase that's related to your brand. So meta descriptions need to be compelling, and they need to include the key phrases that you want this web page to rank for. You need to give your users a reason to click on your page, plus including relevant key phrases. As an example, on this meta description, the key phrases that I'm trying to rank for are Spokane newborn photographer. I'm using other related words like parents, in-home, sessions, photo, and photo shoot. These are searchable, key phrase friendly items that I can add to my meta description. But at the end of this, I'm also looking for ways that I can have a unique selling point, something that speaks directly to my clients. So for me, I'm saying connected, meaningful in-home sessions inclusive of the whole family. Up here, I'm talking about parents who want photos and not a photo shoot. So this is where I'm combining being key phrase friendly for Google, but I'm also speaking to my ideal client before they've entered into my website. Meta descriptions need to be 150 to 160 characters long. Any longer and you can risk getting it cut off. And what I mean is right here. So there's a few extra words on my meta description. I'm not too worried about it because it's not a unique selling point. It's not necessarily a key phrase that I want to be ranked for. So you need to make sure that in the first 160 characters of your meta description that you're talking about your key phrases and you're giving your users a unique selling point to your brand. So this is sort of the kind of the bread and butter of what a meta description is and what it needs to be to have it be something that's converting for your business. And I really like this formula. When I'm working on any meta description, this is what I follow. I need to keep it around 160 characters. It needs to include the key phrases and the synonyms that I'm trying to rank for on this page. So if it's a family photography page, I'm going to just say the city that I'm in plus family photography. I might say photos, I might say portrait, I could say parents, kids, things that are searchable. I'm not getting fancy, I'm not using industry terms, but something that is searchable for Google and for your users. And then include one unique selling point, something about your brand that will give your users a reason to click on you versus the person above or below you. And then if you have extra space, do a CTA, a call to action, whether that's read more, book now, find out information, see how this applies to you. I will drop this often, especially when I'm talking about a service page like this. You can see I don't have a call to action here, and that's okay. But if you're able to get key phrases and a unique selling point, and maybe it's like your contact page and you're working on the meta description for that, then I might, if I've got room to sneak it in, add a good CTA like contact MB, something similar to that. So this is the basics of a meta description. I want to jump in and I actually want to go to a website and I want to show you when I type in a key phrase and I want to kind of analyze some of the other meta descriptions that are coming up for other businesses and show you some examples of some good ones and maybe where there's some room for improvement, and really try to emphasize how important these meta descriptions are when it comes to the overall conversion, not just SEO for your business. Hey, so we are in Google, and I want to show you sort of some examples on different meta descriptions. And if I was a consumer, if I was a potential client, how these meta descriptions will affect potentially who I click into and maybe who gets a conversion. So I went to Google and I typed in Dallas newborn photography because I wanted to see all of the options that came up. And I'm going to pull myself here. Okay. So when I look at this, remember, this is a meta description. This right here, this clickable link, this is your site title, your URL, and the name of your website. So this one is Fat Baby Photography. And if you're watching this and any of your sites are on here, congratulations on making it to page 1. I am sure that your SEO work is more than paying off. I am picking on the people at the top because that is always the easiest. So there's my disclaimer. And the one other thing that I actually really want to mention is that you might not know where to change your meta description. If you go to your help documents for whoever you're using, whether that's Showit, that's who I use, or Squarespace, WordPress, Pixieset, Wix, any of those, and you type in meta description, it will tell you where you can alter this field. And along with having it kind of be in a different spot depending on who you're using, sometimes they even do this thing which drives me a little bananas, but they change the name of it. So they're no longer calling it a meta description, it's an SEO description, or it's a page description. But if you start with going to your help documents, you look up meta description, it's going to tell you what it's called and where you can alter it. It's typically in something called SEO settings. Now that that's all out of the way, let's take a look at some of these meta descriptions. So if I look at this first person, first it's all in caps. That's a little bit of a pet peeve. I might make that regular. But I can see that I have got the person's name. That's a great connection point. They're professional, Dallas newborn photographer. She specializes in maternity photography, baby photography, and smash cake photography. All right. I will bet, I'm going to bet $10 because I'm not really a gambler. I'll bet $10 that the reason this meta description was created was because it was purely to get to page 1. You have all of these SEO terms sort of just chalked together. You have Dallas newborn photographer, maternity, baby, smash cake photography. So these are all SEO key phrases that this person is trying to rank for, which worked. I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff behind the scenes taking this person to page 1, but now you have a very key phrase friendly SEO title. But what is it missing? It's missing a unique selling point, because once you get into this first position, somebody is probably going to look at all 5 of these before making a decision on who to click. They're not just going to click this person because they're in page 1. And this is where SEO only gets you so far. And you need to start thinking about conversion, your brand voice, and how are you going to take people off of page 1 on Google and get them to your site and get those people that are high conversion users to get onto your site and hit that contact form so that you can book a session off of it. So when I look at the rest, I see this person, Dallas newborn photographer. Again, they specialize in family newborn, and this is where they serve. I'm going to come down a little bit further. Same thing, highly ranked. That might be a unique selling point. Maybe I would click on this person because they're highly ranked. I'm still not sure if that really has me completely sold yet. Now here, this person is a Dallas newborn photographer specializing in maternity and lifestyle newborn portraits that are timeless, airy, and organic. This is a unique selling point. This is something that I might identify with as I'm scrolling and I'm like, yeah, I want a timeless photo and organic images. Like, this speaks to me. I would probably click in to see more about this unique selling point, more so than I would these other people, because this is only telling me very generically where they're located and who they serve. But when I come down a little bit further and I get this unique selling point, this might speak directly to who I am. And if I go even further, I can see this person is a baby whisperer. That is a unique selling point. Now, it's not the same as saying that your images are timeless, airy, and organic, but this is something that might really click to your ideal client, somebody that's afraid of how their baby is going to act. They're worried about having a fussy baby. And if they read something like a baby whisperer, me, when I was a first-time mom, I probably would have clicked simply because of these 2 words. Going down even further, I can see it's luxury photography, fine art, Portraiture is sort of a search term, but also it's a unique selling point. So you can kind of see as you scroll through here who has meta descriptions that are SEO friendly and who has meta descriptions that are SEO friendly, but also looking to connect to an ICA, to your ideal client. And they're not just SEO friendly, but they're also conversion friendly. Many people will get to page one, but then they struggle to get conversions, or they get people onto their site, but they're not their ideal client. A huge reason for this is your meta description. This is your chance to speak to the people that you can work with best. So not only get to page one, speak to your ideal clients, get them on your site, and get the conversion. If one of these people, if this person's a great photographer, and I click here because I want timeless, airy, and organic, I might get to this person's website and I'm not going to go back and look at anybody else. It's really important to be that first click in. They all could be great photographers, but who I click first has the best chance of getting my business. So I have walked you through the basic details. We've looked at some real life examples, and I really challenge you all to look at your meta descriptions. What do they say? Are they key phrase friendly? But are you also speaking to your ICA in a way that is inviting people to click on you versus the person above you or below you? Yep. And so this is all I've got for this video. I hope that you found it inspirational, because I think that SEO can be inspiring. If you liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. It all really helps me come up with new content, create, and grow this channel.